Bonjour. I am honored to introduce Gnu, our Ojibwe language teacher and drum instructor here at Cloquet High School. He, along with Joey Barney, Nakota Benjamin, Louis Defoe, Michael Lefebvre, Ty Stiffarm, Damani Wilson, Zane Wise, Rizal Agaton Howes, Onyx Downwind, and Kian Cloud. The Little Horse Singers are here to honor our graduates with the drum, who is called Miziwe Ka Mini Kanang. This translates to all around the earth.
Welcome and hello, everyone. My name is Edward Stone. Thank you all for allowing me to speak tonight on this very special occasion. Not that any of you had a choice, but I am honored nonetheless. First off, it is Joe Defoe's birthday today. Happy birthday, Joe. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then join track. I'm not going to spill the secret on why it's Joe's birthday today. That's on a need-to-know basis. But to begin this speech, I will fill you in on a little Cloquet track and field wisdom. I've often heard Mr. Prosen say, track and field is a numbers game. The more, the better. Cloquet track takes this to heart with its impressive number of student athletes. With so many teammates, you never know where you're going to find your place. But you can always be sure there's a spot for you no matter what your skills are. If you hate running, then you can jump. And if you hate jumping, then you can go throw heavy frisbees and rocks. And if you want to fly like a bird, then you can pole vault. Either way, there's a place for everyone in track. However, you're not going to be able to join up and instantly find your place. Ask any track athlete, and I bet they'll say they've jumped around. You have to be willing to try new things, listen to advice, and explore your opportunities before you can solidify your spot. Persistence is key when exploring a new opportunity. In the future, we are going to run into hurdles and have to leap far in order to cross them. We may follow our friends and family in the beginning and find ourselves exploring a new path away from those friends and family. And that's okay. It may seem scary in the beginning, but new is good. New creates opportunity and excitement that we could never imagine. There is a quote from a classmate, Alexa Shepard, that has been written on the whiteboard in Mr. Zimney's room for the longest time, and I think you'll all love it. Word for word, and I quote, "Reach for the moon, and you may hit one of Jupiter's moons." Now, I have no idea what this means or where it came from, but if Alexa said it, then it must be true. So, if I try and make some sense of her wisdom, you must set your goals high. I don't know exactly where Jupiter's moons are. I'm sure Mr. Zimney does, but any moon seems high enough. During my very short-lived basketball career, my brother Isaac would always tell me, miss high, not low. It looks better to hit the backboard than to airball it. If you're going to try something new and say yes to opportunity, then you're going to have to reach farther than you think. Set your goals higher than what's expected and higher than what anyone thinks is achievable. Anything is possible and anything can be accomplished as long as you put your mind to it. I can't remember a single time I said yes to an opportunity and regretted it. Whether it's trying out for madrigals, going for the lead in the spring play, or that time my friends convinced me to run for class president the night before the election. Saying yes to opportunity and setting my goals as high as the moon has never let me down. The diverse opportunities that Cloquet High School provides its students creates a solid base for them to launch from and fly to the moon, or maybe even one of Jupiter's moons. And now for the best part of any speech, the ending. We have all been together this past decade or so, learning, growing, and making mistakes. But during this past month, our connection has grown stronger, and I love it. I love seeing the people I have grown up with explore new friendships, opportunities, and mindsets. I have no doubt in my mind that we will all find our own unique paths. Congratulations, class of 2024. I will see you all on the moon. Thank you.
Got to lower that a little bit. Good evening, everyone. I am Grace Swanson, and it's truly an honor to be speaking here tonight. It's always been a dream of mine to do this. I want to start off by saying thank you to everyone for showing up to support our graduating class. Seniors, we're about to walk across this stage, signifying the end of our time at CHS and the beginning of the rest of our lives. Throughout these past few weeks, most of us have been cramming in practices, study time for finals, projects, and banquets. And now it's time to just sit in the fact that this is the last night we're all together. I want to say thank you, seniors, for being my friends, pushing me to be a better classmate, and for all the little memories we've shared. From the playground at Washington to bowling with you yesterday, I won't forget all the fun we had. As I was brainstorming what I wanted to share with all of you tonight, I thought of my senior quote, "Be the child you were." I want to leave you here with this: don't wish away your time. When I was little, I always wanted to sit at the grown-ups table, and I couldn't wait until I got older to be independent and do whatever I wanted. Now that I'm here, I wish I could sit at the kids' table again and laugh about silly things instead of worrying about moving out and how I'm going to do without saying goodnight to my parents every night or being able to cry to my mom when I feel sick. Make the most out of every day you have because you don't know what tomorrow brings. Stepping out of small town Cloquet into the big world is going to be so scary at times, and there will be lots of challenges we need to walk through. I want you guys to remember what it feels like to have childlike joy in the good times. And when life gets hard, call loved ones and remember how lucky you are to be alive. Instead of being quick to judge, ask questions and be curious about the world around you and how you can make a positive impact on every room you walk in. I hope that you all leave here tonight excited about what's to come. Try not to be frightened by the unknown, but embrace it and use it as an opportunity to turn your dreams into reality. Remember to take leaps of faith when it feels right, and don't be afraid of discomfort. Finally, I want to personally thank all my teachers, counselors, mentors, friends, Mary Kaiser, and most importantly, my family for getting me where I am today. I'm forever grateful to be a part of this community. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it.
Good evening, class of 2024. You did it. Here we sit in a crowded gym full of friends and family. As so many of you have already spoken about in your speeches, your high school experience started so differently in a time of uncertainty, confusion during the pandemic. When you first walked the halls of the high school, it was a time of masks, hybrid, even distance learning. We can all agree high school began on a down, but you collectively as a group made lemonade out of lemons. And you're now finishing your high school ride on a high note. Someday, you'll have some crazy stories to tell your kids and hopefully grandchildren about your school experience. Watching your senior slideshow yesterday was a documentary of your unique school experience. Take these experiences with you. Take your ability to overcome obstacles, your creativity, determination, and everything that got you to where you are right now. Move forward with your lives. Be the best you can be. I thank you all for all the great times over the years, whether working with you in school, track, or the football field. Each of you has had a unique path to attain this honor of graduation in front of your friends and family. Enjoy your night here. Enjoy your last celebration together as a high school class. You earned it. I leave you with this. Go Jacks. And happy birthday, Joe.
My name's Steve Battaglia. I'm the high school principal. And I just want to start out by just reiterating to our students, we talked about this a little bit, but this is a big day. It's a special day for a lot of people, families. Obviously, we got a capacity crowd here. It was interesting to see our students upstairs. You know, their palms are sweaty. They're nervous. They're not talking much. They're worried about which hand do I shake? Where do I get the diploma? How do I do all this? I got to move the tassel. Kind of a lot going on. But, you know, in my role, I speak in front of a lot of people a lot of the time. I don't oftentimes get those myself. But graduation is such a big deal. For you guys, I kind of get that way. My palms are a little sweaty, and I got the butterflies going because this is a big deal. And it normally doesn't happen. The reason it's happening is because of you guys. So I just want to say that I always appreciate the way Cloquet turns out for our community, whether it's an athletic venue, in the auditorium for a play or a music concert, or something as awesome as this. So I appreciate everybody being here. Before we get to the formal part of the ceremony, I would like to compliment this class. This group of students started their high school careers, Mr. Prosen said, in a unique situation that nobody had ever gone through before. We had hybrid school, we had in-person school, we had full distance learning, and then back again to in-person school. Despite all that, you guys persevered. We're proud to Cloquet. We're proud to call you guys our own. I told this class a couple of weeks ago at the senior banquet that we hold them, our staff holds them in high regard. It's been a long 4 years, and we were fortunate that this group of students so gracefully led CHS for the 23-24 school year. Our school goes wherever our senior class leads us. This year, things were done right and done well, and I thank you guys for that. So staying under this leadership umbrella, I'd like to announce and recognize our senior class officers. When I call your name, please stand. I'm also going to have our senior executive board stand after that, and please hold applause till they're all standing. The 2024 senior class officers, President is Edward Stone, Vice President Grace Swanson, Secretary Mary Kaiser, Treasurer Marissa Whitty, and would the rest of our senior executive board please stand to be recognized. Each year at graduation, a number of students receive honor cards to signify that they've been named to the principal's honors list. A senior can qualify for the honor list in one of two ways, either by receiving a 3.5 cumulative GPA for their senior year, which is signified by wearing a purple and white honor cord, or by receiving a 3.5 GPA for grades 9 through 12, which is signified by wearing a gold honor cord. Would all students wearing the purple and white honor cords please stand to be recognized? Would all the graduates wearing the gold honor cords please stand to be recognized? I'd also like to explain and acknowledge some of the other cords and stoles that some of our graduates are wearing. We've got blue and gold honor cords that signify our upward bound graduates. These are first-generation college-bound students. The red, white, and blue stoles represent the Scouts of America graduates. The navy blue stoles represent our Boys and Girls State graduates. The red stoles represent our unified physical education graduates. The decorated black stoles represent our American Indian education graduates. And finally, with a special gratitude from all in attendance, would our graduates that are wearing the stoles of, and anybody planning to enter any of the military branches, please stand to be recognized? Now I'm privileged to announce the Honors of Distinction. This honor is awarded to all graduating students achieving a 4.0 GPA for their cumulative high school career. This is the highest academic award given to high school graduates. These students are signified by wearing the Honor of Distinction medal. When your names are called with these individuals, along with their parents or guardians, please stand to be recognized at this time. Again, I'm going to ask that we hold applause until all names are read. Owen Brenner and his parents, Kevin and Jill Brenner. Ava Carlson and her parents, Jody Carlson, Dan Sison, and Matt Carlson. Ella Chartier and her parents, Jason and Katie Chartier. Quinn Danielson and her parents, Dan and Katie Danielson. Macy Dearborn and her parents, Benji and Pam Dearborn. Ethan Doty and his parents, John and Lindsay Doty. McKenna Horvat and her parents, Lance and Amanda Horvat. Kylie Isendorf and her parents, Trent and Amy Isendorf. Mary Kaiser and her parents, Mark and Marie Kaiser. Grace Levan and her parents, Eric and Jessica Levan. Erin Loeb and her parents, Brett and Catherine Loeb. Lucy Mertz and her parents, John Mertz and Laura Palombi. Jocelyn Nico and her parents, Athena Bryant Nico and Chet Nico. Aiden Pollard and her parents, Jamie and Mindy Pollard, and Amy and Steve Kalaji. Willow Putnam and her parents, Craig and Carrie Putnam. Simon Rakes and his parents, Jeff and Carrie Stimson, and Clay Rakes. Alexa Shepard and her parents, Paul and Jennifer Shepard. Christopher Stoltzfus and his parents, Kevin and Beverly Stoltzfus. Grace Swanson and her parents, Chris and Natalie Swanson. Before we hand out diplomas, I'd like to take one final opportunity to congratulate the class of 2024. This class has led Cloquet High School for the last year, academically, led our extracurriculars, served our community, and now they've earned the right to go lead their own lives and choose their own path. If I can give any advice, it's to remain optimistic through life's challenges. The whole point of education is to prepare you for the unforeseen circumstances that you'll find yourself in as life unfolds. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you react to it. Your high school experience was a test, and every one of you in a purple cap and gown passed that test. As you leave CHS behind, understand the future is yours to determine. You all have unique talents and interests. Go capitalize on your assets. Work hard. Keep learning. Don't give up when things get tough, and at some point, things will get tough. You can all lean on your experience within the Cloquet School District, as well as the lessons you've learned from your families, to overcome whatever challenges you'll face. As you scatter across the country, and even the world for some of you, remember the common bond that you have with your classmates of the graduating class of 2024. That relationship is special. Continue to value it. Check in on one another as time goes by. We all struggle at different times, and there's nothing better than hearing from an old classmate in those times. On behalf of the CHS staff and administration, the CMS staff and administration, and the administration staff at our elementary schools, I wish you all good luck in your future endeavors. We've now come to the most important part of the graduation ceremony, and that is the distribution of diplomas. I'd like to ask the audience for your cooperation as the diplomas are being distributed. Please hold your applause until all of the diplomas are given out. We also ask that you refrain from shouting out graduates' names or using catcalls or noisemakers, as they do distract from the announcement of other graduates' names. We want all of our graduates to receive their proper recognition. I thank you in advance for your cooperation. At this time, Cloquet School Board members Nate Sandman, Melissa Juntnan, and Sarah Buse, along with Superintendent Dr. Michael Carey, will assist us in the presentation of the diplomas to our graduates of 2024.
Edward Joseph Stone.
Grace Marie Swanson.
Mary Elizabeth Kaiser.
Marissa Lee Whitty.
Anne Marie Joe Amos Mackey.
Alexis Joe Anderson.
Joshua Clyde Anderson.
Drew Aaron Engel.
Liam Jordan Antela.
Rosalie Ann Antis.
Carver Lee Abed.
Elijah John Altman.
Madison K. Babineau.
Cal Norman Bagney.
Joseph Anton Bailey.
Aniston May Baker.
David Jason Baker.
Joshua Robert Baker.
Trinity Lynn Elizabeth Baker.
Brandon Paul Bandy.
Hannah Elizabeth Bastine.
Treston Eli Berg.
Benny Sulo Bodine.
Owen George Brenner.
Malachi Joseph Bridge.
Arik Anderson Brown.
Morgan Lisa Brown.
Hunter John Buse.
Ava Lynn Carlson.
Hunter Everett Scott Carr.
Courtney Ann Carroll.
Anders Joseph Chalberg.
Ella Rose Chartier.
Brendan Lewis Chirino.
Nathaniel Tyler Clark.
Michael Dwayne Clement.
Kiara Serena Cloud.
Ryan Travis Coleman.
Ella Grace Colt.
Alexander Sebastian Comer.
Brianna Marie Conant.
Anna Jean Cooley.
Connor Lee Curtis.
Riley Forrest Dandria.
Quinn Aaron Danielson.
Macy Marie Dearborn.
Kiana May Defoe.
Patrick Samuel Defoe III.
Anna Lisa Demangi.
Emmy Catherine Duskin.
Ethan Daniel Doty.
Emily Marie Draken.
Charles Jess Duffy.
Jacob Matthew Danaski.
Cooper David Elena.
Gabe Robert Erickson.
Evan Patrick Etter.
Landon Christopher Farrell.
Brennan Michael Fisher Merritt.
Bowden Grizzly Field.
Leilani Angel Finoti.
Robbie Ann Escarda Forte.
Madison Lee Fredrickson.
Jason Lee Gaffney.
Carter Kenneth Gist.
Olivia Marlene Garris.
Lily Brianna Golan.
Kara Louise Grabowski.
Anders John Gunnelson.
Keegan William Hall.
Riley Otson Hall.
Quinn Rolland Halley.
Warren Darby Heidela.
Isaac William Hill.
Riley Anthony Hill.
Carter Anthony Horvat.
McKenna Grace Horvat.
Blake Alexander Huckalak.
Ryan Sean Hulls.
Caleb Michael Hyrie.
Kylie Rose Isendorf.
Grant Cullen Jadaki.
Eli Robert Yevgeski.
Chloe Eileen Jensen.
Carly Lisa Johnson.
Gage Paul Jeffrey Johnson.
Jaden Lee Johnson.
Madison Christine Johnson.
Ryan Michael Jones.
Annalise Rose Calm.
Bryn Macy Kowalski.
Jarrett James Kroll.
Kaylin Marie Cruz Cuevisto.
Caden John Cubis.
Logan James Coons.
Kyle J. Lottie.
Coben Parker Lambert.
Mackenzie Peyton Lemire.
Tori Jack Lane.
Grace Catherine Levan.
Ziguan Irene Lees.
Addison Drew Lenars.
Owie Aylin Levinsky.
Cassandra May Lind.
Blaine Stephen Linder.
Erin Catherine Loeb.
Anya Taya Mackey.
Walker Lee Marquardt.
Michael Matthias Mercer.
Casey Kenneth Mirtes.
Lucia Claire Mertz.
Vivian Rose Mitchell.
Addison Ella Moore.
Sage Manley Moran.
Madison Cherie Nelson.
Lily Ann Newmeyer.
Alexis Ann Nemi.
Jocelyn May Nico.
Helen Deborah Novak.
Juliana Rose Nygaard.
Chase Allen Olson.
Ashton Thomas Olson.
Michaela Ann Parrott.
Bryce Glenn Paul.
Olivia Brooke Peterson.
Autumn Ray Peterson.
Jacob Ryan Peterson.
Isabella Emma Petit.
Teodora Petrovich.
Bo William Plant.
Aiden May Pollard.
Emmett Lawrence Prosen.
Blythe Joanna Prue.
Brandon Lee Prue.
Brooke Catherine Prue.
Connor Lee Thomas Purcell.
Willow Rose Putnam.
Simon Archer Rakes.
Gracie Jean Rango.
Anthony Isaac Reynolds.
Corey James Reynolds.
Jackson William Reynolds.
Hayden Will Richardson.
Seth James Rothmel.
Savannah Paige Rudolph.
Thomas Mark Champion Schlenvold.
Caden Lee Schroeder.
James Archiola Celerico.
Elise Catherine Surdich.
Alexa Dawn Shepard.
Logan John Sibick.
Logan Matthew Sickman.
Aiden Thomas Sievert.
Blake Thomas Singpeel.
Dane Curtis Singpeel.
Kiana Isley Smith.
Calvin Maya Snesrud.
Aaron J. South.
Savannah Lee Staples.
Skylar Marie Stein Van Gilder.
Abigail Patricia Steinert.
Julianne Irene Steinert.
Christopher Dean Stoltzfus.
Chase James Charles Stover.
Tyler Joel Strand.
Liliana Rose Sumar.
Mason Wesley Sundquist.
Jordis Lee Swanson.
Jonathan James Sweet.
Evan John Severson.
Maya Grace Terrio Johnson.
Clara Elizabeth Thompson.
Sander William Tibbetts.
Presley Sierra Torrance.
Ryan Robert James Vallis.
Yasmina Jazra Vargas.
Madison Marie Waters.
Clara Ann Wheel.
Kaylee Marie Will.
Aaron Joseph Willie.
Brady Douglas Winfield.
Cale Patrick Yaw.
Hannah Elizabeth Uriensen.
Before we finish with the graduation ceremony, I have just a couple of announcements. Graduates who are attending the all-night grad party following this ceremony are due to check in at the high school within 30 minutes. We will not be having a recessional, and instead we'll have the graduates remain on the floor at the conclusion of this ceremony. This will allow parents and friends to meet with the graduates to offer congratulations. Graduates of 2024, please rise and face the audience. At this time, I'd like to present to you the Cloquet High School class of 2024.